Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video let's do the unboxing and have a look at this Oppo Reno 5 Pro smartphone. And this is a unique smartphone. Of course it has 5G, and this will be the first smartphone in India, I feel, that comes with the new MediaTek Dimensity 1000 Plus SoC. And it just says 5 over here. And in fact, yes, this is a camera centric smartphone, but in terms of video they are doing a lot of things on this smartphone. So let's have a closer look at the same. And guys, regarding the pricing, I don't know, I think so it comes only in one variant, that's 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. This is a review note, guys, so I don't know the exact pricing. They have just removed it, but I feel this should be priced somewhere around 35 to about 40,000. I leave the links in the description, guys. So let's quickly open this up and have a first look at the same. So let's just open this up, and there's a seal, one more seal over here, so we have to cut that seal. It says exclusively sold in India over here. So let's open this up, and let's open this up. So box within a box, that you're getting a black color box. So this we are getting, so we are getting a transparent case, guys, so that's nice. And there'll be a bunch of booklets, and here is our SIM ejector tool also, and bunch of booklets and stuff. I'll just keep all these things to the side for now, and let's look at this handset itself. Here it says AI highlights. Yes, it has a lot of AI functions in camera and video, as I've told you. And it says dual view video. Yes, again it has that dual video mode. And yes, this also comes with the 65 watt SuperVOOC charging, and borderless screen, and that new MediaTek Dimensity 1000 Plus chipset, as I've told you. So this is this nice color that they have that slight gradient towards it here at the back. As you can see, it plays around with the light. We have that camera setup. It's a quad camera setup that we are having, guys. Main camera is supposed to be 64 megapixel on this. We'll look at the device later on. Let's see what else do we get. So nice to see we are getting a headset, and it's a Type C headset that we are getting. And nice to see that they have at least bundled this one. So here we have it. So I'll just keep that to the side. And we have that SuperVOOC 2 charging. That's 65 watt fast charging on this one. And guys, use this cable for getting the best results in fast charging. So that's what we get in the box. I'll just keep this to the side for now, and let's look at the handset itself. And this is having a 6.5 inch Super AMOLED screen, guys. It's a full HD, and it's supposed to be 90 Hz display. Let me give you a physical overview. On the top, we do have a secondary noise cancellation microphone, and here we just have the power on button, and we have a slight green accent towards it, and bottom will be the speaker and your USB Type-C port. This will be your SIM tray. So let's have a look at this one. Let's see the configuration that we have. So again, just two nano SIMs, guys, no micro SD card slot or anything. This is the 128GB variant that we have. And here we have the volume rocker. That's it. So again, looks very sleek to hold, and not that heavy also. So let me do one thing. Let me actually power this on, guys, and I hope it has some charge. And by the time it actually boots up and I set it up, here is a configuration overview. This Oppo Reno 5 Pro is having a 6.5 inch Super AMOLED screen. That's a full HD plus with 90 Hz refresh. It is powered by the new MediaTek Dimensity 1000 Plus chipset. It's based on 7nm process, and it has 5G support. It comes with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. Moving to the camera, it's a quad camera setup. The main camera is a 64 megapixel. Then we have a 8 megapixel, that's ultra wide. Then we have a 2 megapixel macro and a 2 megapixel monochrome. Moving to the front facing camera, it's a 32 megapixel, and it has a 4350 milliamp hour of battery with 65 watt SuperVOOC 2 charging. So guys, I've set up the device and it's actually next day. So I've used it a little bit and also have taken a lot of samples with this one that I'll show you. But let's have a first look at this device. And we do have some apps that are actually pre-installed on this one. But you also get this app tray like this if you go over here. And it's an AMOLED screen that we have. And one thing to notice that this one does support 90 Hertz, but by default it was set to 60 Hertz. And to set to 90 Hertz, it's actually deep in the menu. You go over here, display, and you have to go down in more. And here from screen refresh rate, you can set to 90 Hertz, guys. So you have that option of 90 or 60 Hertz. So that's there. Also, we have always on a display option here. It was disabled by default and you can actually enable it, and I have enabled it. It also has that in-display fingerprint scanner and actually works very well. So no issues regarding that. Another thing that I noted is this fast charger that they gave. This is that 65-watt charger, and this really works, guys, and it charges really quickly in just about 15 minutes, close to almost about 70%, and they claim about full charge within 30 minutes. So nice to see that they have this one, and you can get actually pretty good charge in just about 15 minutes. Interruption from the future. And guys, as you know, they say that this is a 5G smartphone. So I was very curious, what are the 5G bands on this one? And I simply did not have that info earlier, and I had emailed Oppo, and finally I got a reply regarding the 5G bands. Here I have it. I'll just paste it on the screen, and notice the last row. This is regarding the 5G bands, and as you can see, quite a few 5G bands are present on this smartphone, unlike many other smartphones that just provide 1 or 2 5G bands. So whenever 5G comes in India, this will work because it has actually ample 5G bands. And if you go down over here in the setting, as you can see, the typical settings that you get on this one, and out of the box, as you can see, we're getting this variant that runs on Android 11 out of the box. So that's actually nice. As you can see, we have Android 11 on this one. So let's just go back, and if I scrolling is actually pretty smooth on this device. As I've told you guys, this is the first smartphone in India with the Dimensity 1000 chipset, and I've been playing with this one for the past one day, and I have to say the performance looks to be actually pretty good on this smartphone. Very fluid, did not have any issues with the same. So it looks like it's actually a nice chipset. Also supports 5G, and I feel it has a lot of AI enhancements because I'm seeing a lot of options in the camera. One nice thing that I liked on this device is that back, as you can see, you have that if you move around, it plays around with the light. This is actually glass, guys, but I like the fact that it simply does not attract any fingerprints. So that is actually something that I like, because generally the problem with many of the phones with the glass back is that those are sort of fingerprint magnet. Here, as you can see, no fingerprint. So I like the special coating what they have done with the same. And again, this is again a camera centric smartphone, but that concentrating not just on static pictures. I feel they are also concentrating on the video. So let's have a closer look at the camera on this one, and that selfie is a 32 megapixel on this one. So this is the camera interface, guys. I'll actually show you some samples with this one. This is a regular one, that is 1x. You can also go 2x and 5. These are digital zoom, guys. And shutter speed, if you notice, is really fast on this one, no issues. And this is the wide angle lens. And this is a regular portrait and all those things. But if you go to the more, here we have a lot of options. If you notice, we also have this expert mode, and we also have this extra HD. In fact, this actually takes a 108 megapixel photograph if you go here. And I also like this dual video mode. And as you can see here, we have this option, so it's recording from the rear facing as well as the front facing camera, and you can also change it. You can have split, I believe, like this. Also, you can have it like this. You can even move this. So again, in video, it is giving us a lot of options. And the good thing is that we also have this stabilization mode in the video, and you can adjust the bokeh etc. also in the video. So we have actually, if you go over here, you have the stabilization option, and that's the ultra steady. that is has, and it also has AI enhancements in the video. This works actually very good at night. Maybe I'll actually post a dedicated video around the camera features, specifically the video, because it has a lot of features. Certainly a camera centric smartphone. Moving to the front facing camera, again, as you can see the video, we also have that stabilization. I'll show you a sample, and these are the regular mode: photo, portrait, and again, no issues. Takes the snaps very quickly. Again, has the default beauty modes and all those things that you have. You can hit the normal one also. Very fast in taking pictures, no delay that I've noticed. So let me do one thing, guys. Let me actually show some of the sample shots that I've taken with this one so that you have a better idea. So these samples were taken in outdoor lighting conditions, and here, as you can see, does actually a pretty good job. And even the dynamic range is actually good. Here I use the digital zoom. And some more samples. This was regular, this is 2x zoom, this is 5x zoom, and this was that wide angle. And some more samples, and as you can see, actually pictures come out to be really good in outdoor lighting conditions with this smartphone. Now moving to human subjects, here also I feel it is actually doing a pretty good job. As you can see, skin tones are produced well. Now moving to the front facing camera, I did not change the setting. There is slight softness, but you can change it. These were taken in indoor lighting conditions, and here also I would say the camera performance is actually pretty good. This is taken at in night, I would say, and here also, if you notice, it's actually doing a pretty good job. This was very low lighting conditions. Now outdoor, this was taken at about 8 o'clock, and even in the wide angle it does a good job. This was taken in extremely low lighting conditions. Now recording this sample with the front facing camera, and it was interesting to see that we also have that stabilization option even with the front facing camera. Yes, it does crop a little bit, but I feel it's nice because you can even walk in like this and the video is actually pretty stable. So it's nice to see that we have all these options even with the front facing camera. And by the way, what do you feel about the video recording with the front facing camera? Do let me know. Now using this dual mode, as you can see, this is great, I feel, for vloggers and stuff who want to show and explain what's happening. So you have that, and you can even change it to circular and other stuffs. So this is the dual mode, and definitely I would say not only just static pictures, this smartphone is actually concentrating quite a bit on the video department. So guys, that's it for now for the unboxing and first look at this Reno 5 Pro smartphone. So what do you feel about the same? Do let me know in the comment section below. Certainly I would say in terms of video, I would say they are doing a lot of new things that I've noticed. Generally what we have seen with other smartphones, they generally concentrate only on static pictures. Yes, the static pictures are good. Even the selfies that we took came out good, but I feel in video they are doing a lot of things. In fact, I'm actually traveling next week, guys, so what I'll do is I'll try to actually use this smartphone and capture a lot of videos and pictures with this one. Maybe I'll post a real life vlog style video of shooting with this one. So again, stay tuned for that. Anyways, guys, what do you feel about this Oppo Reno 5 Pro? Do let me know in the comment section below. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.